All right, welcome back to Amplified. Now, we all know that Tulsa, Oklahoma is rich with history and black excellence. There was literally a black Wall Street there until ignorance and fear and hatred burned it all down. Well, one of the long-term ills that's plagued the city since then has been food insecurity. Much of North Tulsa is a food desert, an area with little to no access to big grocery stores, which sell fresh and affordable groceries for a healthy diet. I'm talking fresh fruits and vegetables, a good supply of grains and dairy, freshly cut meat and poultry. You know what I mean. And did I mention that most North Tulsans are black and or low-income residents? That's why Oasis Fresh Market opened its doors. It's changed the game. Since opening in May, the black-owned grocery store now serves the local community, not only selling food and produce, but offering jobs to locals and serving as a hub for community engagement. I am so excited to have Aaron A.J. Johnson on tonight, who is the CEO and owner of Oasis Fresh Market in Tulsa. What's up, AJ? It is so good to have you here on Amplified. As a native Tulsan, what were some of your experiences that helped lead you to even open Oasis?
Man, I'm so grateful to be with you tonight. Growing up in a single parent home and often facing challenges of a mom who worked several jobs, I knew that as I was an adult, that I had to be an advocate to serve the underserved. And why not start in what was once Black Wall Street? How do we bring that back again? And it all starts with food. We believe at Oasis, everyone deserves access or should deserve access to fresh and quality food. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case in North Tulsa. And our councilwoman, Vanessa Harper and Rose Washington, were tremendous advocates to making sure that North Tulsa District 1 residents had that access. And shout out to our team who has worked tirelessly to pull this off. And we opened May 17th, right before the centennial of the Black race Tulsa race massacre that happened May 31st.
How are the customers responding so far?
We believe that at Oasis, we are a service-minded grocery store and our community loves it. We go out and canvas. We are in the process of closing out our fundraiser to also provide transportation. Unfortunately, in North Tulsa, 1 in 7 residents have access to a working vehicle. So though we're in a food desert, you got to think what other challenges may come along with that. That's why there are $10 generals in North Tulsa, but yet we are the first full service grocery store in over 14 years. So we know that in order for others that may have challenges with walking or can't walk or can't get out of their home or that are senior citizens, we also have to be able to reach them that live within the North Tulsa community. And that's why offering transportation to pick up individuals, and also why we have a community center where we have a DHS worker on site, where many individuals unfortunately missed out on benefits that were available on a federal level because they didn't know or didn't have access to the internet. So having an on-site
Which is
caseworker
just
is really changing the
mind-boggling.
game.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that there are actually resources out there to access that people just don't know about, which is why they're not getting those services, is amazing. What else can you tell us about the nonprofit side of what you're doing and how that's helping you with the business?
Well, we didn't want to just believe that offering a grocery store was a solution. We had to bring the community on that journey with us. And as we were in the process of building the grocery store, we got so much feedback. Hey, this, or we would love to see this, or have that service offered. And that's the reason why we started the nonprofit called the Oasis Project, TOP. We're always on top. And that picture right there was actually taken every first Saturday. We bring anywhere between 12 to 15 vendors together where an individual in North Tulsa may have to go to 7 or 8 different appointments. We're bringing those resources right to the grocery store. And every first Saturday, we're giving away $1,000 worth of free groceries that the community nominates for someone that was in need. And one of the pictures that you all captured or that you have was a single parent mom, really who was on tough times. Her daughter is 30 years old and she's 40 pounds. She's feeds her daughter through a feeding tube,
Oh,
and she was
oh
missing out on
my.
so many resources. But because of the community, we came together and were able to bless her with $1,000 and help those resources stick with her and changing her life through medical, through legal help, and so much more.
AJ, this is all just so amazing and awesome, the work that you're doing there. You know, I think in political terms, as this show Amplified always thinks about the policies and the politics that frankly leave us behind and that we also can build power through. And I think about your community, and you are in the Plains. And it's a place where farming is still the norm. There are wheat fields and cattle ranches and dairies that are still a big part of the economy. And I just wonder how you personally reconcile so much bounty in your state, and yet there's this food desert that exists there. What do you make of that?
No, that's a great question, and it is a battle. You got to think blacks were at one time the leading farmers. Of course, we were slaves, but blacks were the leading farmers. Today, there are less than 3% of minorities that are farming today. So, which also leads to the top 10 health challenges. You know, the life expectancy rate in North Tulsa is 11 years shorter than any other community in Tulsa. So part of what we're doing is teaching people the importance of healthy eating, of healthy living, but also trying to teach individuals the importance of growing your own foods. We were at one point the leading farmers. The world depended on the backs of blacks to grow produce and food and vegetables. But yet today, we're not in that field anymore. And so we're trying to do what we can to show, hey, if someone like AJ can own, as a black man, own a grocery store, growing up in a single parent home, first in my family to graduate from college, first in my family to be a first generation business owner. If I can do it, and I should be a statistic as a black man, I should be in prison or have multiple children, but by the grace of God, I'm not. If I can do it, you can do it as well. And we want to show young women, young boys and girls that, hey, if someone looks like you can do it, that lives in the community, I want to show you how to do it as well.
AJ Johnson, thank you so much for coming on and for sharing your story. Best of luck to you. Appreciate you.